Thanks, Lisa. We're inside the lobby of Seabury, an active life plan community in Bloomfield, Connecticut. A beautiful place for residents and staff alike. We decided to come in here to take a look at some of the offerings they give their residents, some of the plans, and some of the ways they make them create, live, and thrive on these beautiful grounds. Come with us now as we take a look inside and out at Seabury.
We looked at what Seabury was all about. We were kind of blown away. First of all, the continuing care arrangement was new to us, and my husband was older than I, and that seemed like maybe that was a really good idea. But beyond that, Seabury's commitment was to all aspects of life.
It just felt very welcoming, very much at home right from the start.
It has changed my life in many ways. And you know, when I moved here, I didn't want my life to change particularly because I loved my life, but it has just enriched it so much.
Our relationship is very close. In fact, when I started working here, I had no children, and now I have a 9-year-old and a 3-year-old, and my kids come here and it's like a family for them, and the residents treat them such. They knew my daughter's name before she looked at them, I remember, and said, how do all these people know me? Yeah. But it's really, it's a very family driven environment.
And that's what Seabury sets out to do every day within the community. A relaxing pool and spa, a full-service salon, and a fitness center that has everything a resident could ask for.
We have traditional fitness classes, so 90% of our residents are involved in some sort of traditional fitness, but I think what's exciting about Seabury is that we go beyond traditional fitness and do athletics too. So we have a trail system, and our residents built that. So we have that, we have pickleball, bocce, all sorts of things. And to be honest, they're really competitive too, which is great.
A soul-soothing stroll that residents like Roseanne take as often as she can.
There's one woman who walks the trails and sends an email out every morning to say, this is blooming in this area, and I saw these birds. It's just wonderful.
On any given morning, if I'm walking between my cottage and the main building, I'm going to pass 6 to 12 people, and they're all going to say, "Good morning, Carol," and maybe pick up a conversation that we had at dinner a few days before, or say something about a meeting that we're both going to, or saying, "I'll see you at chorus rehearsal this afternoon." It's remarkable how that changes your life.
I would say the first word that comes to mind is active. It's an active community. But I also would throw in the word creative, because we have a really hot art scene here.
The head of every department comes to visit you in your apartment or cottage. So when he was there, I said, I really think we should have little galleries for the artists that live here so we could display our art. Lo and behold, you know, we're about to open 2 more galleries.
Well, you have a lot of downtime, so time that you used to spend washing the floor, mowing the lawn,
All the fun stuff. You don't miss that.
buying groceries. Now I spend learning watercolor, so yeah.
And we sing together, and by popular request, we have actually done an hour show here.
And while the beauty of the trail is tantalizing, it's what's being served up inside that makes Seabury a cut above. 5-star dishes plated and presented on a daily basis.
We aim for the highest quality possible. If you go out to a 5-star restaurant, that's what you're here every night. We source local ingredients from local farms. I just did a wine tasting yesterday with a vineyard from Granby. So we try and incorporate all these awesome things that the Valley has to offer.
Even offering up special menu options like gluten-free and vegan dishes, all served up in a comfortable upscale dining atmosphere. The homes at Seabury are spacious, bright, and warm, but nothing seems to match the warmth shared between Seabury residents and staff.
The relationship between the staff and the residents is wonderful.
It's a very family driven environment. We all care about each other. We work together to make sure that things happen here, and yeah, I would say that we're friends, but family feels like a better word.
It's a real gift at this stage of my life to have the time to make new, deep friendships. And that's one of the great blessings. And I think if you asked 50 people here at Seabury what's most important, they would say their friends, including some friendships with staff members.
it's delightful. I go around hugging everybody. And you know what? They hug me back.
And they mean it.
And they mean it. Yeah, they do care.
And that's a look inside Seabury, an active life plan community in Bloomfield, Connecticut. We certainly want to thank all the staff and the amazing residents here for giving us a look inside what is a truly wonderful place to live, to learn, and to create. For Seasons Magazine's Up Close, I'm Tom Lewis.